Okay, let's find something that's going to allow us to do the sleep call. I was looking on Qt's website here, and inside their testing framework with QTest, they have this static qSleep function that takes a value in milliseconds. This is exactly what we need, and chances are there's functionality in the QTest framework we'll need eventually anyway, so why not bring in the QTest framework? And we'll use that in conjunction with our Google Test framework. Let's go here to solution. Oh wait, not there. Oh yeah. Let's go up here. First things first, pound include qt slash. Notice qt slash doesn't do anything. Why doesn't it do anything? Can you pause the video and think about why we're not getting IntelliSense help here? I'm going to move on. We need to add the include directories for engine tester. So properties, C, C++, general, additional include directories. Edit, down here. Let's do a new entry. Project dir. Go up one and into middleware and qt slash include. Enter. Qt slash, and there you go, qtest.h. Alright, so then now here, so it's just saying sleep, which I just typed up assuming it was there. And again, I want to say I was in one context mentally. I was in the context I wanted to write these tests. I didn't want to break out of what I was doing and thinking about and go find some sleep function at that time. So I just threw this in there. That's a programming trick I'll use, is just keep my context where I'm at and then go back and patch things up later. But now we can replace this with I think it's QTest, is it? QTest, qSleep. And it takes milliseconds, so there you go. We can replace all of our sleep calls with that qSleep call. Let me grab this and paste that there. I don't think there was one more, wasn't there? Yeah, right here. Okay, so Control-Shift-B. What do you think is going to happen? Build. It's still building. I can check if it's building by clicking on build up here and seeing if I have an option to cancel the build. But Control-Shift-B, we get all these linker errors. Why? Hopefully you're familiar with this. We made the preprocessor happy by allowing the additional include directories, but then the linker's like, hey, you're calling this qSleep function, and I'm not exactly sure where I need to go or patch that up to with at compile time. Well, that's because we don't have the lib for QTests included into our engine tester project. So let's do that. Properties, linker, input, and let me just show you here in the Qt folder. Let me bring this up on the screen. Remember we have this middleware. We got glue, gtest, and qt. I go into qt, bin include lib. Lib is what the linker's looking for. We go into lib, and I don't have qtest lib in here, so we need to add the qtest lib. Let me go grab it. I downloaded it from Qt's website. Let me just bring this up, show you qt installed to c/qt/4.84. Here's the lib. I'm going to look for qt, what is it? Qt, I think it's QTest. There you go. I can do the debug on the non-debug version. Since we're in debug state right here, just for consistency, I'm going to bring in the debug version of the lib. So copy that, paste it here. Let's also Torus SVN add that to our repo. Let me take this off the screen down here. And so this is the file name we need to tell the linker to look for. So qtestd4.lib, additional dependencies. There we go, .lib, semicolon, enter. I'm going to hit Control-Shift-B. Can you think what's going to happen? Control-Shift-B, cannot open the lib file. That's because we told the linker to open that file, but the linker doesn't know where to look for it. In this project here on Engine Tester, we didn't tell it to look in that middleware /qt/lib directory. These other projects we did, or at least in Sandbox Game we did, but not in Engine Tester, so we need to set that up here as well. Linker, general, additional library directories, and I'm just going to type it right here. It's project dir, go up one /qt/ or wait, no, it's middleware /qt/lib, enter. Control-Shift-B, linker error is still there. Oh, new linker error, and this is actually a good one. Okay, and these errors are going to take a little bit of time to work through, and so I think I'm going to do that in a separate video after this one now. But it's fundamental that you understand why this error is here, how to fix it, and how to get your dynamic link libraries or your DLLs working properly with your other projects. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm happy that we got qtest, qSleep in here, and then the next video we're going to basically get our DLL working well with our other projects.